It started with one post by Meg Thee Stallion that let us all know that her relationship with Klay Thompson was not what it seemed. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the situation between Meg Thee Stallion and her now ex-boyfriend, basketball player Klay Thompson. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. I'm a counselor. I've spent my career studying human behavior and development, and I'm here to help you understand the why behind the what. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's level up your clinical eye together. So if you haven't heard, Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson are no longer together. So Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson made their relationship public in 2025 and everything seemed like solid. They had real chemistry and a real connection. But then everything shifted. Megan came forward and made it very clear he had her around his family. They were building something, and all of that went away after he cheated. And just like that, she was done. And you can see the emotional weight that this took. Even, reports that she was crying during a performance. This was truly heartbreaking for her. Just seeing all of that lets me know that this wasn't just a casual, little puppy love type of thing. This was investment. Now, before we get into this deep dive, I want to make it very clear. This is not to blame anyone who's ever been cheated on. This is not me taking sides, but this is me just explaining how relationships, attraction, and commitment work. Many of us have gone through situations and been in relationships where we have invested our time, maybe our health by having kids, sacrificing careers, just to be betrayed by somebody that we grew to know and we honestly grew to love. So I want to say that this is just me coming from an educational standpoint, entertainment purposes only, and this is not me making a concrete conclusion about what's going on in the situation. So there's a myth that men and women cheat because there's something missing. That is far from the truth. Most of the times people cheat because they cannot sustain what they started. Just think about this for a moment. Meg Thee Stallion is a global star. She is at the top of most social statuses. She's always popular. Everybody all over the world knows her name. And when you couple that with a person who maybe feels insecure, feels a lot of pressure and everything like that, cheating comes in as a way to escape, to relieve pressure, and to also feel that sense of control again. In the beginning, I mentioned that he had Meg Thee Stallion around his family. As you can see, there was a video where Meg Thee Stallion was cooking an entire Thanksgiving dinner. She was also stating how she was there for him emotionally during his basketball season. And I want to talk to y'all about something, and this is going to trigger some people, so if you haven't healed from maybe being cheated on or maybe the shame of being the cheater, do some soul searching before you continue this video, because I wouldn't want your comments or your uncomfortability to stem from the fact that you're not healed yet. Take your time, okay? Take your time, I'm here. But we're gonna talk about the dangers of overinvestment. I'm gonna break that down for you. Overinvestment is where a lot of people get themselves in trouble and end up being cheated on or abused. Like I said, anybody can cheat, man or woman, but we're gonna talk about women in this situation because Meg Thee Stallion is the one who got cheated on. When a woman values a man, loves a man, she leans in and she gives more. She gives more support, she gives more loyalty, more emotional tolerance, she gives more presence. It's almost like she's trying to secure the relationship by putting in more effort. And based off of everything that Meg Thee Stallion said, she was deeply invested, which is not a problem. I think that people should invest in their partners. However, it should not be an uneven amount of investment. So in this situation, with Klay Thompson going through what he went through, probably feeling inadequate because he did get hurt at some point of his basketball season, he was in a situation where he was not grounded. So if anything, the overinvestment did the opposite effect. When somebody is down and not grounded, overinvestment can feel like pressure, inadequacy, and even a loss of control. Instead of going closer to someone who's investing in you, someone with that mentality who is not grounded will often pull away and destroy everything. I'm also gonna say this, and like I said, a lot of people are not gonna like this, but over Overinvestment in a man is not going to win his heart. That is not the way that men are attracted to women. Those of you who are attracted to men, you always notice that the person that you're not attracted to, they pull in more because they're giving them something to chase. There is no chase if you're giving them everything. Megan gave him status. She, they were together for a long time, so she probably gave him, intimacy, cooking for his family, emotional support. That's a lot. And in essence, in my opinion, it seems like she was kind of building a man to love her more. Or she was trying to make him feel better about himself by doing a lot more. And real commitment is not something that you get by giving more of yourself. That has to come from the other person. Let me just break down male psychology for you. The way that men see value is not how beautiful the woman is, not how talented she is. It's none of that. I'm sorry. So for those of you with a pretty face and think that that's all that you can offer, it's not going to be enough. It's a bonus, but it's not enough. Men tend to value what they choose and commit to. So they don't value what's consistently given to them without the requirement for them to grow. So if he hasn't internally decided, hey, I'm gonna show up for this woman, then no amount of love, consistency, pretty face, good loving is going to draw him closer to you. In fact, he's just gonna repel it. And that's why you see in a lot of cases when a woman is mean to a man or she doesn't let him get his way all the time, he is attracted to that. It's presenting a challenge. And if you don't have a challenge for him, there's really no need for a man to chase you.
Moving abroad should not come with risk or uncertainty. That's why Americans Abroad Referral Service is here to connect you with qualified real estate agents and those who assist you on your move abroad. Email us today at americansabroad2@gmail.com and start your European journey today.
Meg Thee Stallion has it all, okay? Like I said, she has the money, the fame, the looks, the talent. So there was no need for her or anybody similar to her status to pretty much convince someone to be with you. Another thing about overinvestment is when you overinvest in a person, eventually you become resentful. I can attest to this. There was a person that I was involved with during my years of college. This person was older than me, mind you, okay? So it wasn't like two 20-year-olds trying to get it together. This person was older than me and still didn't feel the need to set up a life for himself, to have his own career, to have his own goals. And eventually I thought, if I just listen to him more, if I just keep making his favorite food, eventually he'll get it. And there were so many red flags. Now that I look at it, there were so many red flags that let me know that this person is complacent with not being the best that they want to be. And it's no shade to them at all. I hope that they're doing well. But it caused me a lot of resentment. It caused me to pull back, and it caused me to not say, do what Klay Thompson did, but in a way, it caused me to stray away from the relationship. But again, it's no shade to that person at all. Here's how Meg Thee Stallion can win in this situation. Like I said in the beginning, this is not a video to tear a person down or to say who's wrong or who's right. It's just two people that were at different points in their life and actions happened. But here's how Meg Thee Stallion can win. If she remains with that energy of not going back, not trying to fix anybody, not trying to convince anybody, not doing more than what she needs to do, that will set the tone for her future partner. Once you walk away, you need to stay away, okay? So here's the lesson that I want y'all to get with this. If somebody shows you inconsistency, you have to believe the inconsistency. Don't think that doing more is going to just wake them up and let them know that they need to value you more. You're gonna end up heartbroken, you're gonna end up resentful, and you're gonna end up very, very angry and turn into a bitter person. Some people out here really just want to experience being in a relationship without having the responsibility of a relationship. So I advise y'all, man or woman, or whatever you identify as, study the behavior. Don't get wrapped up in the feeling, because feelings come and go. But that's all I want to say. Like I said, this is not a video to tear down Klay Thompson or to tear down Meg Thee Stallion. They are both individuals who will grow in their own way. Some of y'all are gonna take sides. I understand that. For any of you who don't agree with what I say, please make sure that you let me know in the comments, because I'm always here to learn from you. And like I said, we are here to strengthen our clinical eye together. So your perspective and your opinion is just as important. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Amy, and I'll see you on the next one.